Psalm 23 is one of the deepest and most beloved passages in the Bible. In each of its words, we can find comfort, hope, and an invitation to fully trust in God, even when we go through difficult moments. Today, I want to invite you to reflect on this psalm, a passage full of love and light, which has the power to transform the way you see life, renew your faith, and give you strength to keep moving forward. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Let's begin with this powerful affirmation, which on its own can change the course of our lives. Sometimes, we feel incomplete, as if something essential is missing for us to be happy, peace, health, love, or simply the sense of being on the right path. However, the psalm reminds us that when we allow God to guide our lives, in Him, we lack nothing. His love is more than enough to fill us with peace and satisfaction, even when circumstances tell us otherwise. What does it mean that, I shall not want? It means that, even though our life may not be perfect, when we surrender to God, He provides what we truly need: comfort in pain, strength in weakness, and hope in despair. Sometimes, what we think we lack is not what we really need. Only He knows what is best for us, and in His guidance, we find fullness. He makes me lie down in green pastures, He leads me beside still waters. Imagine for a moment being surrounded by nature, the sun shining gently, the soft grass under your feet, and the serene sound of a stream flowing. It's an invitation to peace, to stop in the midst of the noise and chaos of daily life and rest. In such a fast-paced, worry-filled world, this verse reminds us that there are times we must pause and let God give us rest. God invites us to find serenity, to calm our minds and hearts. Life is full of concerns, and often we feel that we must run non-stop to fulfill our responsibilities and achieve our goals. However, Psalm 23 calls us to stillness, to the peace that only He can give. When we stop to rest beside the still waters of His presence, we find the renewal we so desperately need. He restores my soul, He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Have you ever felt lost, directionless, or drained? We've all been through moments when our soul feels tired, broken, or empty. This verse is a beautiful promise that God can restore what has been broken within us. When we feel lost or exhausted, He has the power to heal us, to restore our strength, and to lead us back to a path of peace and purpose. Sometimes our soul is shattered by life's struggles, losses, disappointments, or decisions that didn't go as we hoped. But God does not only walk with us in those dark moments, He restores us. He gives us new hope and purpose, showing us a path of righteousness, a path we can trust because He walks it with us. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me, Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. The valley of the shadow of death does not only refer to a physical place. It's also the experience of life's darkest and most difficult moments: sadness, pain, illness, anguish. We all face times when we feel we've hit rock bottom. In those moments, Psalm 23 reminds us of something vital: God is with us. No matter how dark the road becomes, He never abandons us. His rod is for protecting and guiding us, and His staff is for lifting us when we fall. God's breath is what gives us the strength to keep going, even when we feel we can't. He reminds us that we are not alone, that no matter how dark the future may seem, He is by our side, giving us peace and hope. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. This verse is a powerful symbol of trust and victory. Even though we may have enemies or difficulties, God prepares a banquet for us. He gives us victory, not because we are perfect, but because He is perfect. He gives us peace in the midst of chaos, covers us with His love, and our cup overflows with blessings, abundance, and comfort. Imagine being in a place of vulnerability, surrounded by uncertainty or even people who wish to harm us. Despite all of this, God invites us to a table of abundance and peace. He anoints us with His oil, a sign of comfort and protection, and fills us with His grace, so that our cup overflows with blessings, peace, and joy. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Finally, Psalm 23 leads us to a place of hope and gratitude. Goodness and mercy follow us every day, not because we deserve it, but because God is faithful. His goodness accompanies us every step we take, giving us reasons to be thankful, to keep trusting in Him. God's goodness never departs from us. And, in the end, the most beautiful promise, to dwell in the house of the Lord forever, meaning to have the certainty that, no matter what happens, we will always be in His presence, surrounded by His love and mercy, now and forever. Today, I want to invite you to reflect deeply on this message. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time, or feel like your strength is failing you, but I want you to remember something fundamental: you are not alone. God is your shepherd. He guides you, cares for you, and loves you. He walks with you every step of the way. Even when life gets tough, there will always be a place of rest, a place of peace in His presence. It's easy to get lost in the daily routine, in worries, in doubts. But today, I invite you to pause. Stop for a moment and let God calm you, let Him give you rest. Do not be afraid, for He will never abandon you. Life challenges us, but with Him by our side, there are always reasons to keep moving forward. Make a choice today: trust in Him, let Him restore your soul, let Him guide you. And never forget that His love is greater than any valley you may go through. No matter what comes, He will give you the strength to keep walking. Remember that the peace you seek is in Him. Just open your heart, and you will find that you lack nothing. This is a message of hope and faith. Reflect on these words, share them with those in need, and take action. Don't just listen to these words, live by them. Let your life reflect the peace, love, and hope that Psalm 23 offers.